A single spoon of honey is one of the hardest foods to make on Earth. Tiny bees spend their entire lives creating it, flying across huge distances, visiting thousands of flowers, and working together inside a perfectly organized honey factory hidden deep inside the hive. And the craziest part is, honey never spoils. Scientists discovered ancient honey inside Egyptian tombs that was still edible after thousands of years. That means honey made by tiny insects can literally survive longer than civilizations. Everything begins with flowers. Every morning, worker bees leave the hive searching for nectar, a sweet liquid hidden deep inside flowers. But collecting nectar is not easy, because a single bee may visit thousands of flowers in just one day. Using a long tongue that works like a tiny straw, the bee sucks nectar from the flower and stores it inside a special second stomach called the honey stomach. But nectar alone is not honey yet. Inside the bee's honey stomach, special enzymes immediately begin changing the nectar's chemical structure, slowly transforming simple flower liquid into the early stage of honey. These enzymes break complex sugars into simpler sugars, creating a natural chemical reaction that prevents the honey from spoiling. Tiny bees are basically flying chemistry labs designed perfectly by nature. Once the bee's honey stomach is completely full, it flies all the way back to the hive carrying precious nectar, the raw ingredient needed to feed the entire colony. Inside the hive, thousands of worker bees move non-stop like employees inside a giant factory. Every bee has a specific job, and together they work with unbelievable teamwork and precision. Now things become even crazier. The worker bee passes the nectar directly to another bee through mouth-to-mouth transfer, allowing even more enzymes to mix into the nectar during every exchange. Thousands of bees repeat this process again and again without stopping. Every bee contributes to the mission, creating one of the most advanced teamwork systems found anywhere in nature. After enough enzyme transfers, the nectar is finally placed into the honeycomb cells, where the final transformation into thick golden honey will begin. Fresh nectar is actually very watery and thin. If bees stored it like this, it would quickly spoil. So the hive must remove most of the water before real honey can exist. To solve this problem, bees flap their wings incredibly fast, creating airflow inside the hive that slowly evaporates water from the nectar until it thickens into real honey. As more water disappears, the liquid becomes thicker, sweeter, and perfectly preserved. This is the exact moment ordinary nectar officially transforms into honey. Because honey contains very little water and special natural chemicals created by the bees, bacteria can barely survive inside it. That is why honey can remain edible for incredibly long periods of time. Once the honey is completely finished, bees seal every honeycomb cell with wax, protecting the honey like tiny airtight storage containers inside the hive. Honey is not just a sweet food. It is the colony's emergency survival supply during winter, when flowers disappear and bees cannot collect fresh nectar outside. To make just 1 pound of honey, bees collectively fly more than 88,000 kilometers, a distance greater than traveling around the Earth multiple times. And the most unbelievable fact of all, a single bee produces only about 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey during its entire lifetime. Every tiny drop truly represents a lifetime of hard work. Tiny insects, giant teamwork, and one of nature's sweetest miracles. The next time you taste honey, remember the incredible journey thousands of bees completed just to create a single drop. Subscribe for more unbelievable secrets hidden inside the animal world.